quick philosophical video about death. Kind of like a Chinese fortune cookie, so keeping this video kind of short and simple, quick. What happens after death? In, some religions, they might say that there's heaven and things like that to motivate you to live a good life. Now, is there heaven? I'm not going to answer that question, but what I do know that happens after death is things that we observe that's happening right now. So people that have died, for example, Bruce Lee, he passed away, but he lived such a great life and he did so many great things, accomplished so much, inspired so many that some of us still remember him and still honor him and still am inspired by him and still learn from him, from his books, from his movies and things like that. Some of us still have his pictures, his posters, and even 50 years after his death, we still talk about him. He broke through Hollywood and he reached out to a lot of us. But even someone like Yip Man, he was never in the movie that we saw. He's never in Hollywood. But there's still people that practice Wing Chun. There's still people that talk about him. There's still people that remember him. And even Wing Chun, the creator of Wing Chun, the female, we still talk about her. There's people that still talk about her. There's still people that practice that system. Look at Buddha. There's still a lot of people all over the world, millions of people that follow his teachings, and they had that practice Buddhism. Lao Tzu, the creator of Tao Te Ching, he was never in any movie that we see. He died over 2,500 years ago, but we still learn from him, from the Tao Te Ching. And so that's what my motivation is to live a life like that, to share wisdom like that, so then you won't be forgotten. And that's part of the motivation of having children, so then they could carry on your teachings and that you won't be forgotten. Now, there's going to be a lot of examples of people that have lived but are forgotten. And that's not what I want. So the motivation, is to kind of live such a good life and to share, wisdom, to share knowledge, and to share your art, your creativities, so then you will be remembered even after your death. And with my school, with my teachings, hopefully, the objective is to continue to have it to continue to grow even after my death. The forms that I've created, the workout regimen, the fitness regimen, the videos that I've created, the teachings that I've shared, to have that to continue even after my death. So that's the motivation for me. Whether or not there's heaven, some people might believe that, but what I'm talking about is something that we could see that's happening right now. And what we do see, which is very clear, are that there are people that are remembered, and then there are people that are forgotten. And that serves to be a motivation, and that is basically, creating your, basically, the word I'm looking for, I can't remember it, but legacy. That's what it is. Creating your legacy. And that is a great motivation. That is real. So that's my reflection for today.